All right, everybody. This is Vader Saber 1984, also known as that drunk guy and his bullshit opinion. I am here with two young men getting ready to ask an old man the truth. So I have two young men here getting ready to ask me anything and everything under the stars, which we have. They're going to ask me anything that they can. And if it's something that I cannot honestly answer or cannot answer, I gotta take a drink. So, first off, go ahead and tell me, what is your name or your handle?
My name is Eli.
Okay, Eli. What do you go by?
Eli.
Okay, Eli. And why are you here? What is your job here?
To ask the old man the truth.
Ask an old man the truth. All right. And we also have...
Landon.
Okay, Landon. Why are you here?
To ask this old dude over there for the truth.
All right. Sounds good to me. All right, here we go. Mr. Eli,
Yes.
your first question for the old guy is what?
Why do y'all do the nasty?
Why do we do the nasty? Okay. Why do we do the nasty is for 1, 2, 3, 4, a million. Oh, damn it. A million questions. A million answers. We do the nasty because it feels good. And, yeah, it may seem gross. But when you get to our old age, it can be funny. So we do the nasty because it feels good and it makes us happy. Very good question, Mr. Eli. Landon, what is your question, sir?
What do you think the most popular brand of beer is?
Most popular? Like,
Yeah,
as in me or as in everybody on the...
Everyone. Like, what do you think the most liked beer is?
Well, nowadays, cowboy fans like that stupid Ultra, Michelob
Yeah,
Ultra.
man.
Yeah. When you grow up, you'll probably drink Michelob Ultra. As far as I know, the leading
Bud
sales
Light.
of beer right now are Michelob Ultra, Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Lite, Budweiser, and everything else under the wind. But yeah, probably Michelob Ultra because you can drink a ton of it and it doesn't do anything to you because it's basically piss water. So, now, all right, Mr. Eli, it's your question now.
Alright. What is the worst thing you ever done in your life?
Ooh, the worst thing I've ever done in my life. Now, is this the question as worst thing I've ever done to another person?
Anything.
You gotta burrow it down a little bit. You gotta narrow the
Yeah, person.
to a person. The worst thing I've ever done to a person. Well, wow. The worst thing I ever done to a person. I would have to say the worst thing I ever did to a person was kicked my best friend into my living room, slept with his girlfriend, and kicked her out. That would probably be the worst thing as a human I've ever done that I can remember off the top of my head.
Does he know that?
Oh yeah, he knows that. He was there. He's dead now. But okay, Mr. Landon, your question.
What happened to your hair?
You're an ass. What happened to my hair? Okay. Other than genetics, and high testosterone levels, probably about 12 years ago, I was helping a friend and a couple of friends of mine do a barbecue. and I just had my hair dyed. My hair was to my shoulders. The bangs were to my chin. I just had it dyed jet black blue, so it was flammable. I'm preparing the meat inside the kitchen, and he comes in and says, I can't get the barbecue started. I said, are you that retarded? Really, you can't get it? So I go in there, and little did I know that he had been dousing it with lighter fluid. So I just open up the smoker side, light a piece of paper, look down, and throw it in there, and a fireball from all the way from the back end, because the other side wasn't open, comes right through and burns my hair from here all the way to there. Eyebrows, beard, eyelashes, hair, you name it. I immediately made a beeline run to the bathroom, washing my on fire hair, and all I had left was nothing here but just hair from here and here and a bald spot right there, which is the only hair that still grows. But yeah, that's why, well, my actual story is my uncle farted in a van one time and I couldn't breathe, and so I blame him for it falling out. I call it nuclear fallout, and I blame Roy for that. So that's one of those 3 reasons is why my hair fell out. So, all right, Eli, it's your turn. What's your question, sir?
Why do parents lock the door?
All right, well, parents lock the door for 2 simple reasons. Number 1, they don't want you to see them naked. Or number 2, they don't want you to see what they're doing in there that is fragile for your eyes. They don't feel you're grown up enough to see that. I had the bad experience of walking into my parents' room just to ask my dad for, I don't know whether it was a credit card or something for the pizza guy, or I don't know what it was. But I walk in there and all I see is a naked butt and a back and another naked butt and a back, and I didn't know whose butt was whose. So I'm sitting there trying to wake him up, like, hey dad. Nothing. Still dead silence. Finally I go, that's not my dad. And then got out, that was not my dad. So, yeah. Lock the door so you don't have to see what I saw. All right, Landon, it's your turn. Go ahead and ask the old guy something.
So, what was your favorite thing to do as a teenager, like 14, 15 years old?
This is going to bother some people. 14 or 15 years old, my favorite thing to do was, but other than that, 14, 15 was always go check out the girls. Always find out where the girls were at 14 and 15. Or grab my skateboard, hang out with my buds, or wrestle. That's what I loved to do at 14, 15. Now, 12, 13 couldn't get me out the damn house because I was too busy doing the choking thing. So, 14, 15, always rollerblading, skateboarding, wrestling, swimming at the pool, talking on the phone, actually the landline, you know, what girls you had only 6 feet of the cord that you could talk on. But yeah.
And your mom on the other one.
Listening, yes, she was. Okay. Yeah, so 14, 15. Yeah, it was jerking off. All right, Mr. Eli. Throw a question for an old man.
When was the last time you beat the hell out of someone?
Ooh, that's a good question. All right, question was, Mr. Eli, when was the last time that I
beat the hell out of someone?
Alright, the last time I beat the hell out of somebody. It's a good question, young man. Last time I beat the hell out of somebody was at Jake's Sports Bar, probably about 10, 15 years ago. 10, 15 years ago. We worked at Hooters, and it was a heaven and hell party. So all the girls that worked upstairs were dressed as angels. All the girls that were downstairs were dressed as devils, little devils. My manager at the time, my brother, Kevin, dressed himself as the devil. So Kevin dressed himself as his devil. We closed the kitchen as fast as we could. We ran to the bar as fast as we could. We couldn't get out of makeup or anything like that, but we went to the bar. We're having a couple drinks. We're having a good time. And apparently there was this 400-pound butterbean looking guy who was on PCP, or I don't know what kind of drug he was on, but saw Kevin dressed as the devil and thought it was time to fight the devil, and literally grabbed him out of his chair from the far end of the bar. I'm on the opposite side of the bar. Grabs him out of his chair and starts punching him. Gets him up against the wall. I drop my beer on that side of the bar, run over, jump on his back, slam his face into a table, put him in a Costa Hajime chokehold, bring him to the ground after his head hits the table, wood table, choke him out until management security gets there. He was asleep. He was snoring in my hands. They wake him up after they separate me. Kevin's going, "What happened?" Because he got sucker punched. They get him up and he goes, "Who hit me?" The big guy. Nobody hit you. And that's when my brother goes, "No, my little brother just choked your ass out. How dare you sucker punch me? Let's go outside." And that's how that story ends, with the juicy part. I didn't have to hit him, but I put his ass through a table and choked him out. So, alright, so since we didn't get to go to y'all because you had one more question, your last question before I interview you. Alright, what's your last question? To an old man.
Who was your first and the best kiss?
Oh, that's a good one, buddy. Alright. The first kiss I ever had was Amber Dawn, which was right up the... Well, no. It was over off of University. Amber Dawn was the first girl I ever kissed, and that was probably 3rd grade. But the actual first, me not knowing it, and real kiss was Ashley Reed's, which was at McKenzie Junior High. The best kiss I ever had.
Dare say my mom.
I will not say your mother. Alright, so I can't say that one.
That's all it goes.
Probably the first time I ever kissed my first fiance, Shannon, on Thanksgiving break. Because I didn't think she liked me, because her gay best friend was hanging out with us, and I had to go, so I was walking to the car, and laid it on me, and it lasted about 8 minutes. So it was a really good kiss. So, that is the question from 2 young men to an old man. Anything else before we reverse the ties? Okay, boys, because here it comes. All right, Mr. Landon. What is the whole thing with the dab?
I don't even know. It just.
The dab, the little dance, the little pose. What is with that? What is the meaning behind the dab?
I don't know. It's just a dab.
Yeah, why is it
Came
cool?
out of nowhere.
Why is it cool?
It's not really cool
Anymore, but why was it cool for any reason? Because it's not cool now, but why was it cool then? Would you consider it stupid now?
Yes.
Now that you look back, would you consider it stupid?
Yes.
All right. Tell the folks watching that it's stupid.
It's stupid.
Okay.
It's just a dance move, and it was.
Yeah. So nobody's going to be on the dance floor doing the dab.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
Kind of cringe.
Yeah. What? Kind of what?
Kind of cringe.
Oh, crap. Here we go with these words. Okay. Mr. Eli.
Yes.
What is the most scariest thing as being a 12 or 13-year-old going into junior high?
For me, big kids that's bigger than me and taller than me.
Big kids and what?
That are bigger than me and taller than me.
Now, as far as bigger and taller, like they might assault you or...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They might pick on you or something. Okay. Fair enough. So, if they do pick on you,
Big and car.
what is your answer for it? Don't give me the dab. I'll kick you in the forehead.
Man, you're ugly. I don't really know.
My suggestion? You're not worth my time.
Yeah.
You're not big enough.
Yeah, probably like that.
There you go. Good job. All right, Landor. Here's your question. What would you like to be when you grow up?
Like as in job wise?
Yeah, like what is not what just
I want to do what my brothers did, and I want to be a wind turbine
okay, if you were to say something a little bit more beyond that, like something a little bit more far-fetched, like sports or something like that, what else would you really, really want to do? Writer, producer, what would you,
be in the NBA or the NFL? Probably the NBA then.
what would you do in the NBA?
Like, what do you mean?
What would you want to do in the NBA? What position?
I would want to play as point guard.
Point guard. All right. Who's your favorite point guard? Don't look at him.
I don't know.
Just say Michael Jordan. Get it over with.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Eli. What do you want to be when you grow up, sir?
I would probably want to be an NFL player.
You want to play for the NFL? All right. You want to play football? What position would you like to play?
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver. Okay. What team would you like to play for if you had the opportunity for any team? Yeah, make Travis mad. Go ahead and say the cowgirl.
Don't.
Play for the Chiefs. Okay. There you go. All right. All right, sir. What makes you happy as a young man going to school?
Yeah. I would say either playing video games or playing football with my friends.
Okay.
Or basketball.
Okay, that makes you happy. You don't have a certain person that when you go to school makes you happy to see, or a certain class or anything like that?
Well, last grade, mm, probably athletics.
Yeah.
Just working out with my friends.
Who was your best friend in school? That one? Yeah. All right. Hey, give some dukes. Come on. There you go. Okay. All right, Mr. Eli, same question. What makes you happiest going to school? What do you look forward to going to school?
Probably seeing all my friends
Okay.
at school.
Seeing your friends, okay. No classes that you look forward to other than lunch or
Science. Yeah, probably science or math.
science or math? Cool. Good job. All right. And who's your best friend that you look forward to when you see him in school? That guy? Oh, there you go. All right. All right. So now we're going to do free for all with the last 9 minutes. Eli, give me a free for all question. It's going to go to Landon. You'll answer, and I'll answer, and then we'll go to me.
You ever stop playing video games? Well, it depends.
Will you ever stop playing video games?
I think I'll stop when I'm a little older, but I'll probably still go back to them a little bit.
Hell no. I still play video games to this day, and anytime I get a chance, I play video games. I ain't stopping. Hell no. Your question.
If y'all could be on any football team, what football team would it be?
What year time frame?
All time.
The Bears. Come on now. Got to be on the Bears. Oh, you had to hit the deaf dog with the snacks.
Hey, it wasn't my fault.
The wind blew the snacks and hit my deaf dog. Okay, Eli, if you were to be on a football team of all time, who would you want to be? You said you wanted to play for the Chiefs, so that's kind of a 1-1. Yeah, Chiefs. Okay.
You know what Ricky would say right now?
What?
Nothing.
This goes for both of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
What is the funniest thing that you can remember that happened to you recently? All right, Eli. What's the funniest thing that you have seen?
Or did.
What?
Or did. Can you do something he did or no?
Whatever you've seen. Something that was just really funny. All right, Eli. What's the funniest thing that you've seen, buddy?
Probably seeing my friend's butt through the window. Yeah.
You saw your friend's butt?
No,
Oh.
I was there too.
You were there too?
Yep.
Okay, what was your friend doing?
He will pull down his shorts and underwear and start twerking. He would go like that. He went like that. He went.
He did it for the camera. Oh, okay. All right, Landon. What's the funniest thing you've seen in a while?
So I have a little chihuahua about that big, that wide, maybe. Yeah, she tried to hump that dog right there. She's pretty big.
And how'd that go?
Didn't work.
No. And is your chihuahua a boy or a girl?
Yeah, she's a girl. And this one's a girl too.
Oh, so she had a little bit of that lesbo action, huh? Okay. What did she do that made it so funny? Like,
oh, she was barely doing it. She go.
now stand up. How'd that go? Like,
No.
stand up. Show me how it went.
No. She would go. So she would go.
Oh, you poor dog. All right. Edit. Okay, so the funniest thing I thought I saw was this little guy right here trying to, for the first time ever, mate with her, and he was so much taller that he wasn't quite hitting it. He tried the leg, he tried the head, he tried the other leg, it just wasn't going. But he was just so persistent on going into the top dog hole up there, not down there. And we're trying to tell him, hey, buddy, you're missing. Hey, buddy, a little bit lower. He just couldn't do it because he's deaf and he can't hear me and he's a sweet baby. So watching that ordeal, and then now the funniest thing is watching these two monkeys right here in their towels do their booty shakes and spending time with them, which is definitely awesome. So signing off as Vader Saber 1984, also known as that drunk asshole and his bullshit opinions. This is
London.
Signing off. Thanks for watching. Share, subscribe, like. We appreciate it.